Speaking of change, there's some change going on in Germany. The German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has lost a confidence vote in the Bundestag, German parliament. That triggered a series of events that's going to lead to early elections in Germany. It's going to be I think it's February 25th of next year. This is huge because it's only the fourth time in 75 years that Germany is going to hold snap elections. What happened? He held a vote. He asked for a vote of confidence and he lost it. That triggered these elections to happen in February. Some of the main reasons that, looking into it, one, disagreements about fiscal policy. He's got kind of a consortium government where didn't have a strong majority. They disagree about what to do fiscally. A lot of disagreements about Ukraine. A lot of the tide is kind of shifting in Ukraine. The country's now divided a little bit more in what they should do. And then economic challenges. Those are some of the main reasons stated for what's happening in Germany. What do you think, Cody? What's kind of the main factor here? And is this also the other thing people have been talking about is that this was actually just a sly move by him because he knew he would lose and then he'd have an opportunity to go into elections in February and pull together a tighter government that gave him more of a mandate for change. What are your thoughts on what's actually happening?
I'm glad you mentioned that last part because Canadian, British, and German, the politics are different than the U.S. and how it's structured. And as a U.S. person, it's a little bit different or difficult to understand because it's not like a president and Congress and the different branches of the government. You have this parliament that can, as you said, vote a no confidence vote for the chancellor or the prime minister.
Dissolve the government.
Correct.
Yes.
And from a U.S. perspective, like, what? The government's dissolved? What does that mean? It sounds like you have anarchy, but it's not like that, really. It's just, we're getting a new PM or they're going to vote for somebody else or there's another party that can come up. But I'm glad you brought that up because there's a different game going on in those politics where they can do that, where they can force these early elections or these early votes from the parliament to reconsolidate their power for the upcoming election that they'll be having. So bigger picture, though, as you said earlier, governments around the world are having this swing, the pendulum swinging back the other way. The general population's unhappy. Growth is stagnating in a lot of countries.
Germany and Canada have a lot in common.
A lot. In fact, Germany's GDP is decreasing, projected to decrease this year. So Canada's slowing down on flatline. Germany's going down. And by the way, Germany's still a big economy. I think they're number 4 or 5 in the world right now. So they're far outpacing the rest of Europe, but they're slowing down. So, and also it's got to be super frustrating if you're a German, you're on the EU standard, the Euro standard. In the EU, all the other countries are underperforming you, but you're the economy kind of lifting everybody up, which means you're responsible for a lot of the proportional spending within the EU as well as NATO. But also a lot of countries are looking at you like, hey, take the lead, Germany. And then you have this government that may be holding them back, meaning the German economy. And as a German, it's frustrating. So that's where I think these elections coming up for countries like Germany, like UK, like Canada, are going to be that momentum going back the other way. Australia as well, same situation there. People are fed up. They want growth. They want a better lifestyle.